Hello, hello. How are things with you? I hope you're having an awesome day. I was so excited to do this. I was tagged to do the 10 things that I would repurchase if all my makeup was gone. Thank you, Jennifer, for asking for this video. I really thought long and hard, and I was very practical in what I chose for things that I would immediately just jump on, and a lot of these are drugstore products. So without further ado, I mean, there are some things I would want to replace more than 10 items realistically if I were to replace my entire collection, but these are the immediate things just to pick 10 products. The first thing that I would go out and repurchase, I'm going to go on and include a picture of it here because I actually don't have a tube of this, but it is the Pure Cosmetics Magnetic Lash Mascara, or Fully Charged Magnetic Lash Mascara. It is my ultimate holy grail. I've been through 2 tubes of it. I love every second of using it. It's not too dry and flaky or too gloopy wet when you first get it, and I love it till the very last use when it is done. So that absolutely is a must-have purchase. And normally I like to gravitate more towards drugstore, more affordable options for mascara, but I would race down to Ulta and pick that up for sure. The next thing that I would go out and buy is a blending sponge for a foundation. I'm not particularly loyal to any foundation. I would definitely just try something if I were to redo my makeup collection, but I would go out and repurchase the LA Colors Makeup Blending Sponge. It's latex free. I find that this is just as great as using a beauty blender or using a Real Technique sponge, and it's a fraction of the price. So I love this. I've actually been through several of these. I have several on hand in my backup stash because when I see them at my local Kroger, I go on and pick up the stock of what's there because these are so good. So good. In fact, I just kind of went through my most recent one. It finally tore and it just got to the point where I can't use it anymore. So on to this sponge. Then the next thing that I would do, this is kind of a bonus item, but if I were to start my makeup collection, the brushes that I would choose from would be from LA Colors. I have a couple of new ones here to show you because I wanted to buy a couple extra eye brushes since I'm going to be mixing my eye makeup around a lot coming up in June and July. But these LA Color brushes are like around the $3 to $5 range. They are amazing quality. I love these. My favorite highlighting brush in the world is this large shader brush. I've been using it all year with the Kat Von D Vita Look Remix palette. It is fabulous to stamp in that inner corner area, to do my brow bone area. I love it. The crease brush is really nice. The shader brushes, I use these in that Get Ready With Me with my Starbucks inspired look to pack all that shadow on my lid area. It's perfect, and it doesn't put too much shadow even with my hooded lids, since I do have quite a small area to work with. And also too, the concealer brush is great for eye primer. It's great for concealer. It's great for really pinpointing foundation. They're just fabulous. And I mean, you can't beat that price point. I also love the e.l.f. brushes, the studio line that has the black with the white tips. Those are fabulous. I love the powder brushes. I use the blush brush from that line. I have eyeliner brushes. I really love a good drugstore brush because especially since I'm washing them so often, I don't have to replace them, but I appreciate the fact that I can get the same quality payoff with my makeup instead of spending tons of money like we could buying some of the higher end brushes. So wanted to share that tip. The next thing that I would immediately go repurchase are just stock items that I really don't like to live without. First one, MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. This, I go back and forth with it. Some days I'm really bored with it. Some days I really love it. But overall, I enjoy the payoff and the lasting capability of my eyeshadows with this particular product. So I would definitely go into Ulta now that they carry MAC or the Macy's counter or the MAC store and pick up one of these. I also would pick up a MAC eyeliner in Costa Riche. This is my favorite espresso liner of all time. I love how deeply pigmented cocoa brown it is. It is amazing. And lastly from MAC, I would pick up MAC Whirl. I've been through so many of these pencils because literally it is the perfect lip liner for me to pair if I want to wear a nude shade, if I want to wear my lips a better shade, kind of like I'm wearing now, if I want to wear matte lips, if I want to wear shimmery not shimmery lips. You know what I mean, like a creamier finished lip. It definitely makes sure that the lip color doesn't travel outside the lines, and then it gives me a very flattering color for my skin tone. So this is a must-have for me. Then I would also buy a nude pencil. This one happens to be from MAC, but I would just buy a nude pencil in general. I don't really have a holy grail of holy grails. I've tried quite a few, and I'm willing to still branch out and try others on the market, but I would definitely have to have a nude pencil in my collection because it's a necessity for me with my eyes to make them look a little bit brighter and more awake. I would also have some type of white shadow base. I've been using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils for years, especially this one in Milk. This is like my, I don't know, 7th or 8th pencil to go through, but seriously, white bases are absolutely fabulous to have to amp up those highlighters. So this would definitely have to be a must. And then also to wear vibrant eyeshadows, these are great to wear all over the lid to really make that color just go pop. And then I would definitely need a brow pencil. I'm not just completely strapped to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I do love this pencil. I have the shade medium brown, but I also like the NYX Micro Brow in ash brown, which is literally the dupe for this. I happen to have the Anastasia on hand, but if I were to go out and repurchase something right away to start a new makeup collection, I would probably go for the NYX just so that I could have some more money to dedicate elsewhere for some other things like eyeshadow and blush and some lip colors. So, and then the last two things that I would choose, definitely something to remove my makeup. I am really a huge fan of the Clinique Take Off the Day Balming or Cleansing Balm. This is amazing stuff because in a pinch, you can use it to clean your beauty sponges. It's great to take off makeup at night. I definitely am able to easily get my mascara off, eyeliner, all of those things, and not have, you know, all of that residue left all over my face. And if I don't want to wash my face at night, like if it's been a really long day and I'm going to bed super late, all I have to do is use this cleansing balm and my face is good to go. And then I'll get up the next morning and wash it and go through the toning and skincare routine. But this is a fantastic product and there's no fragrance to it. So bonus on that if you're super sensitive to tons of fragrances. So I've gone through so many of these. And like I said, when I'm on the go, traveling out of town, I use this in a pinch to clean my beauty sponges because I clean those every time that I do my makeup, but I don't necessarily want to carry my big bar of laundry soap that I use for the most part to clean those beauty sponges. So it's a great multitasking product. And then lastly, I would need a setting spray. This is one that I absolutely adore because I can control the mister on it. So if I want a very light spray, I can do that. And if I want a more concentrated spray, I can do that as well. This is the Flower Seal the Deal Hydrating Spray in the Dewy Finish. I love it because it's affordable. It works really well. My makeup lasts all day long. And like I said, I can control the mister on it. And then just kind of as a bonus, like I said, I would have to purchase more than 10 items because I do have some stock products. Primer. I love the what's it called? Oh my gosh, I can't even think of it right now. Oh, the Monistat Chafing Relief Powder Gel. To have a really smooth silicone-based primer. Definitely, I would go out, I would pick out a red lip. I would pick out, and like right now my favorite is the MAC Viva Glam with, do you say Sia? How do you pronounce that singer's name? I don't know, comment below. Let me know how to say it. But that is a beautiful, like yellowy red. That sounds really odd to say that, but it's actually quite flattering on the skin tone. But I would need a red lip. I would need a My Lips But Better shade, something like Bite Beauty's Chai. This one happens to be Bobbi Brown's Brownie. I would also want blush colors. I would definitely, like if funds weren't an object, having to stay within a budget, I would definitely pick up Clinique's Cheek Pop and Cola Pop. Tarte's Blushing Bride, probably Tarte's Exposed would be another one. Benefit Rockateur, that is a huge favorite for me. I loved panning it. I actually haven't had that in my collection in a long time. And eyeshadow, I don't know. I think I'd be willing to like just start the process over and pick up a palette that happened to be on trend for the moment, and I'd pan it and be thrilled with it and then not have the stash of eyeshadow that I have right now. So yeah, that's about it. I tag you if you are watching this video because I want to hear what you would pick if you had to start your collection over and pick 10 things just to see what your favorites are, your holy grail go-tos. So thank you once again for giving me a little bit of your time. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day and I look forward to chatting with you soon. See you later.